Krishna prestaya bhutale. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashtya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivedanta Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivedanta.
behind us. And the way we do it is when I say ki, you say very loudly Jai. And if you could kindly bow your heads down to the floor, so the top of the head to the floor, to offer respects to the previous acharyas. If you've got back problems or if you're pregnant, that's fine. But if you can do it, that would be great. Jai Om Vishnu Pad Paramahansa Parivakacharya Astostatataris Divine Grace AC Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vishnu Pad Paramahansa Parivakacharya Astostatataris Divine Grace Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Prem se karo Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivsari Gaur Bhaktavinda Ki Jai Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shamakun Radhakun Giri Govardhana Ki Jai Jai Shri Shri Vrindavan Dama Ki Mayapur Dama Ki Jagannath Kshetra Dama Ki Ayodhya Dama Ki Yamuna Mai Ki Ganga Mai Ki Tulasi Maharani Ki Samaveda Bhaktavinda Ki. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. So you should say Hare Krishna at this part. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. So we're going to conclude this afternoon's arti by singing a bhajan or a prayer to Lord Nrsingadev. Does anyone know who Lord Nrsingadev is? Lord Nrsingadev? Okay, we've got one person. Yeah, he's in the photo. Okay, great. So for those that don't know, Lord Nrsingadev, he comes, this is a form of Lord Vishnu, of Lord Narayan, and he comes to protect his devotees. We pray to him when we're going through some sort of difficulty in our lives, or if we know someone that's also going through difficulties in their lives, we can pray to Lord Nrsingadev to help that person. If you're not familiar with the words, that's okay. You can just close your eyes and meditate on the words. Also, if you may have noticed, I've got a drum, a mridanga, or some people call it a kol. Kol? Bangla? Kol? Yeah? We've got hand cymbals or cartels. And the amazing thing is that Krishna has blessed us with a pair of instruments, which is called our hands, right? Amazing, right? And if you bring the hands together, it makes this clapping sound. Do you want to give it a try? There we go. It's the first time for everything. So during the arti, if you're not familiar with the words, then you can play this instrument together. So we get in time with the drum. Thank you so much. Nrsimha Bhagwan Ki.
Thank you. Nrsimhadev ki. Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Narasimhamadim saranam prapade. Jagadish Hare Jaya Nursing Mahadev, Nursing Mahadev, Nursing Mahadev, Jaya Nursing Mahadev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nrsimhadev ki, Prahlad Maharaj ki, Prabhupada ki. We have a prasadam, Mahaprasadam in the Haveli. If you would like to have, we have it in the Haveli. It is starting now. Hare Krishna.
You should do it. I get a drum as well. so much for playing. At some stage, I can feel my hand start to come up with its own beats, and I was just like, play one simple beat.
You see, I used to play, but now I have problem with skin's cracking, you know. When I play, it gets more and more. Now, sometimes I feel maybe some problem inside the body.
Because it
The
tries
skin
to.
is too dry,
Yeah.
something.
You okay otherwise? You good otherwise?
Yeah. So. Yeah?
Yeah, can't complain. Yeah, he's amazing. I don't know if you've heard his kid. Yeah. From Hungary, Gunnar-Hipo. Amazing kid.
I see. I used to come to see him every night, like 9 o'clock, but I have to start with
You used to, used to sing at night.
but long time ago.
Yeah.
Maybe I have to come again.
Yeah, please do. Because not so many people come late in the evening.
Yeah. Because I'm working in the morning,
Yeah.
I can't come in the afternoon
Yeah.
or evening time. Alright.
Yeah. Excellent.
maybe I think she will bring her personal. working? No? It's working? What about now? Now? Working?
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Grivaradari Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana Shoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhu chant, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Gokula Nanda Radha Gokula Nanda Radhe. Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada. Nityai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nityai Gora Hari Bol. Nityai Gora Hari Bol. Gaur Paramanande, Hari Hari Bol. All glories to God. Thank you very much for coming. We're reading from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 9 and 10. No, you come and sit here. No, come. Here. Sit here. Please come and join us if you can. We're reading from Bhagavad Gita. Now we're reading from Bhagavad Gita until 7 o'clock when there is Arti. So you can sit here and join us. Yes, good. Sure. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. It's chapter 6. We're doing 2 verses, 9 and 10. I read text 9, the Sanskrit translation, and then text 10. I read it with I read it and then you repeat. Thank you. Suhren mitrari udasina matyastat visyaban dusu sadhus vapi cha papeshu sama buddhir vishishyate. A person is considered still further advanced when he regards honest well-wishers, affectionate benefactors, the neutral mediators, the envious friends and enemies, the pious and the sinners, all with an equal mind. Text 10. Yogi yunjita satatam. Please repeat. Yogi yunjita. Atmanam rahasis titaha. Ekaki yata chitatma. Nirashir aparik raha. Yogi yunjita satatam. Yunjita satatam. Atmanam rahasis titaha. Ekaki yata chitatma. Nirashir aparigraha. Yogi yunjita satatam. Atmanam rahasis titaha. Ekaki yata chitatma. Nirashir aparigraha. Would you like to recite? Would you like to do it? Yogi yunjita satatam. Atmanam rahasis chitaha. Ekaki yata chitatma. Nirashir aparigraha. Very good, thank you. Yogi yunjita satatam. Atmanam rahasis tetaha. Ekaki yata chitatma. Nirashir aparigraha. Prabhu, would you like to recite? You don't have. No, okay. Okay, I read word by word. Yogi, a transcendentalist. Please repeat. Yunjita must concentrate on Krishna consciousness. Satatam, constantly. Satatam, constantly. Atmanam, himself, by the body, mind, and self. Rahasi, in a secluded place. Stitaha, being situated. Ekaki, alone. Yata chita atma, always careful in mind. Nirashi, without being attracted by anything else. Aparigraha, free from the feeling of possessiveness. Thank you. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. A transcendentalist should always engage his body, mind, and self in relationship with the Supreme. He should live alone in a secluded place and should always carefully control his mind. He should be free from desires and feelings of possessiveness. Please repeat. A transcendentalist should always engage his body, mind, and self in relationship with the Supreme. He should live alone in a secluded place and should always carefully control his mind. He should be free from desires and feelings of possessiveness. Thank you. Purport. Krishna is realized in different degrees as Brahman, Paramatma, and the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna consciousness means concisely to be always engaged in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. But those who are attached to the impersonal Brahman or the localized Supersoul are also partially Krishna conscious, because impersonal Brahman is the spiritual ray of Krishna, and Supersoul is the all-pervading partial expansion of Krishna. Thus, the impersonalist and the meditator are also indirectly Krishna conscious. A directly Krishna conscious person is the topmost transcendentalist, because such a devotee knows what is meant by Brahman and Paramatma. His knowledge of the absolute truth is perfect, whereas the impersonalist and the meditative yogi are imperfectly Krishna conscious. Nevertheless, all of these are instructed herewith to be constantly engaged in their particular pursuits, so that they may come to the highest perfection sooner or later. The first business of a transcendentalist is to keep the mind always on Krishna. One should always think of Krishna and not forget him even for a moment. Concentration of the mind on the Supreme is called samadhi or trance. In order to concentrate the mind, one should always remain in seclusion and avoid disturbance by external objects. He should be very careful to accept favorable and reject unfavorable conditions that affect his realization. And in perfect determination, he should not hanker after unnecessary material things that entangle him by feelings of possessiveness. All these perfections and precautions are perfectly executed when one is directly in Krishna consciousness, because direct Krishna consciousness means self-abnegation, wherein there is very little chance for material possessiveness. Srila Rupa Goswami characterizes Krishna consciousness in this way. Anasaktasya vishayan yataram upayun jata nirbandha Krishna sambandhe yuktam viragyam uchyate prapanchikataya buddhya hari sambandhi vastunaha mumukshubi parit yago vairagyam falgu katyate. When one is not attached to anything but at the same time accepts everything in relation to Krishna, one is rightly situated above possessiveness. On the other hand, one who rejects everything without knowledge of its relationship to Krishna is not as complete in his renunciation. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 255-256. A Krishna conscious person well knows that everything belongs to Krishna, and thus he is always free from feelings of personal possessions. As such, he has no hankering for anything on his own personal account. He knows how to accept things in favor of Krishna consciousness and how to reject things unfavorable to Krishna consciousness. He is always aloof from material things because he is always transcendental and he is always alone, having nothing to do with persons not in Krishna consciousness. Therefore, a person in Krishna consciousness is the perfect yogi. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakhanvitamscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namustate Tapta Kanjana Gourangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Virshabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpa Tarupyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Tonight we're doing text 9 and text 10 together because there's no purport for text 9. However, this text, I found a few other texts very similar to text 9. So I would like to read them. So I read text 9 again. A person is considered still further advanced when he regards honest well-wishers, affectionate benefactors, the neutral mediator, the envious friends and enemies, the pious and the sinners, all with an equal mind. Before reading the other text, I just read, Prabhupada gave a lecture on this text, and just after the text was read, he said, yes, this is the sign of advancement. Because here in this material world, the calculation of friend and enemy is in relation with this body or sense gratification. But realization of God or the absolute truth, there is no such material considerations. So all these, it's named well-wishers, friends, enemies, indifferent, neutral, pious, sinners. An advanced person, spiritual advanced, he has equal mind. And in a very famous verse in chapter 5:18, more or less the same thing is repeated. Krishna says, the humble sages, by virtue of true knowledge, see with equal vision a learned and gentle Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog eater. Here is talking about equal vision. In verse 9, Krishna is talking about equal mind. Then there's another verse, 629. Krishna says, a true yogi observes me in all beings and also sees every being in me. Indeed, the self-realized person sees me, the same Supreme Lord, everywhere. So, starting by seeing everybody as a spirit soul, and then coming to seeing the Supreme Soul in everyone. So this gives us equal vision, equal mind. And then this is what Prabhupada calls the Bhagavad Gita calls is the stage of Brahma Bhuta. In 1854, he says, one who is thus transcendentally situated at once realizes the Supreme Brahman and becomes fully joyful. He never laments or desires to have anything. He is equally disposed towards every living entity. Again, equal disposition. In that state, he attains pure devotional service. So that Brahma Bhuta stage is the beginning of devotional service. And this chapter is called Dhyana Yoga. Is the focus, what is Krishna is trying to teach us is to control the mind. And all the transcendentalists, whether they are on the stage of Brahman realization or Paramatma realization, if they do their practice properly, if their focus is on Brahman or on Paramatma, they have to reach this stage. But for a Bhagavan realization, for Bhakti Yogi, Prabhupada talk in the purport of text 10, he is talking about the other practices. They are also Krishna conscious, but indirectly. But a Bhakti Yogi, they are directly go to Krishna, so therefore they cover the stages of Brahman realization and Paramatma realization is automatically covered. It still doesn't mean that, especially me, someone like me, practicing Bhakti Yoga, but, I haven't even, reached slightly the stages. I know by knowledge, like Prabhupada said in the purport, a Bhakti Yogi, by knowledge, he knows that Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan, they're all Krishna. No difference. In the purport, Prabhupada explains, Brahman is the rays and effulgence of the Supreme. Paramatma is the super soul in our heart, and Bhagavan is the Supreme Personality. By knowledge, we know they're all the same. So therefore, by focusing on Krishna as the Supreme Person, then in the due course of time, Radha Gokulananda ki jaya, Sitaram Lakshmana Hanuman ki jaya, Gauranitai ki jaya. So, but the advice, at the end of each chapter, Prabhupada is advising Bhakti Yoga, go directly to Krishna, right? Because it's, Prabhupada explains in the purport, he says, A directly Krishna conscious person is the topmost transcendentalist because such a devotee knows what is meant by Brahman and Paramatma. His knowledge of the absolute truth is perfect, whereas the impersonalist and the meditative yogi are imperfectly Krishna conscious. So first, he makes the point that they are also Krishna conscious because Brahman and Paramatma, they're all also Krishna, but they are part of Krishna. Do you know? Do you know about Brahman? Yes? And Paramatma? So they are... he starts the purport by saying Krishna is realized in different degrees as Brahman, Paramatma, and the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But the other, Brahman and Paramatma realization are the indirect way of becoming Krishna conscious. Bhagavan realization is the direct way. However, he says they're all, if they practice, if their focus is on Brahman, if their focus is on Paramatma, eventually, if not this life, in the next lives, they will come to the Bhagavan realization. But the main thing is that we should always focus on Krishna and not forget him for a moment. But any case, this chapter is talking about the symptoms of a self-realized person, the symptoms of someone who has reached this stage of Brahma Bhuta. And that's why, in the lecture that Prabhupada gave, he said, when the verse 9 was read, he said, yes, this is the sign of advancement. And in fact, it starts well before that, talking about the symptoms of a self-realized person. The previous verse, text 8, talking about a self-realized person sees all the objects the same, a stone and a gold, doesn't differentiate between them. He just sees how any object can be used in Krishna's service, whether it's gold, whether it's a stone. He doesn't want any possession of that. He doesn't want it for himself. He uses for the service of the Lord. And so that was equal vision to the objects. Verse 9 is equal vision to people. So he sees and respects friends and enemy, pious or sinner. He sees them with equal mind. And the other verse, 5:18, he actually has equal vision towards not only objects, not only people, but all living entities. Even, a dog and elephant, he sees them, equally. So this is, Prabhupada says, this is the sign of advancement. And it is, even though it's a beginning of devotional service, but it is still a very high level, so even in practicing Bhakti Yoga, it takes a lot of practice, in order to come, to that stage. So Prabhupada goes on by saying that he gives actually a very good example about this person who has this equal mind, equal vision. He gives an example of a doctor. He says a doctor, when he sees a diseased person, that diseased person, he may be, in such a condition that he just may burst out to the doctor and says, not nice thing to the doctor. But the doctor is not thinking that, he was very offensive to me, so I'm not going to treat him. the doctor doesn't think like that. He treats him regardless, even if he says something, or even if, I don't know, he vomits on him, whatever. So that's how a transcendentalist should be, so I don't know, we could say, a very good, proper practicing doctor, might has reached this level of realization, at least in his practice. So, yeah, Prabhupada gives this very nice example. And then he gives the example of Lord Jesus. He says that, you know the very famous say about Jesus Christ, you hate the sin, not the sinner. Prabhupada mentions that. He says this is very nice because sinner is illusioned. He's mad. If you hate him, then how you can deliver him? Therefore, those who are devotees, those who are really servant of God, they have no hate for anyone. Just like Lord Jesus Christ. When he was being crucified, he was requesting God, my Lord, please excuse them. They do not know what they are doing. This is the position of the devotee. And then Prabhupada goes on saying that, well, this is actually the purpose of Krishna consciousness movement. You all have heard, he says that these temples are hospitals. We are all sick in one way or the other. So anybody coming here, we welcome them, we try to help them regardless of any material situation they are, whether rich or poor, sick, or they might have some mental illness, or they might be from some background which has nothing to do with Krishna consciousness, whether by religion, whether by any ways. But, Prabhupada emphasizes that the purpose of Krishna consciousness is to help everybody. So even though this Brahma Bhuta stage is a very high level stage, and it's takes a long time to reach, to really have that vision, but we need to remind ourselves, Prabhupada's teachings, that it is for everyone. We try to remind ourselves to have this equal vision, equal mind, even though we haven't reached that, but if we face some situation that we think that, oh my God, this is too much, or, I know much better than this person, or I am in much better position, whether materially or even spiritually, but still we should not allow that to affect us, to deal properly with that person. So there are other conditions that in this verse mentions that it should help us. As I said, this chapter is about controlling the mind. And even though it is very much emphasized on the practice of, this eightfolded practice yoga, and especially this chapter, Dhyana Yoga, is the main focus is controlling the mind, and it gives many different difficult ways to controlling the mind, but and we don't practice Dhyana Yoga, but still controlling the mind is part of our practice. It's very important. Controlling the mind and detachment from material desires is we cannot move on without that. In this verse it says, carefully, any transcendentalist He says he should live alone in a secluded place, should always carefully control his mind, and should be free from desires and feelings of possessiveness. First, about the secluded place, Prabhupada explains at the end of the purport and also in his lecture, he says that, well, okay, in the past, yogis went to the forest and somewhere that there was absolutely no other, there weren't any people. But he says secluded place here, or at least in this age, means being with non-devotees. You know, we have to be secluded from non-devotees. So still, it doesn't mean that we don't help them, but in association, you know, spending time with them, hearing from them, we avoid non-devotees. That is seclusion for the devotees, not that, you know, we go to the forest. But carefully controlling the mind, you know, we should always make the endeavor, even though the practice of bhakti yoga is all about chanting the Maha Mantra, focusing the mind on hearing about Krishna, his name, his pastimes, his activities. That in itself, that Lord Chaitanya taught us, that will help us in controlling the mind. And actually much, much easier to control the mind in this way rather than the way that the dhyana yogis do. And also you get, it gives much pleasure and enjoyment also. So, and throughout this chapter, we get to understand that why it's difficult to practice dhyana yoga. Even it is the time that Arjuna says that, look, you know, I can't do that. This is too much for me. It's even more, controlling the mind is more difficult than controlling the wind. But then Krishna answers that, yes, it's very difficult, but it's not impossible. And he says, by suitable practice and detachment, we can do that. And what is the suitable practice? What Prabhupada taught us. Yes, chanting. That's how, because why chanting is a suitable practice? How chanting controls the mind? You engaging all your senses. Because all the senses are engaged in different activities related to Krishna, so there's no chance for the senses, you know, to do something else. And the mind is focused on the Krishna, so there is no chance about thinking about something else. But what is your experience about chanting? Does the mind stays focused for you? It's very difficult. It's still very difficult. Still the mind wanders around. But it's much, much easier. I remember when you gave the class, you said, well, just try it. Just try to do this, you know, sitting in certain way, breathing in certain way, you know, looking at the tip of your nose and all that, to see how long it could last, right? With the chanting, even though the mind wanders around, but at least we could chant, you know, 2 hours. Yes? We keep bringing it back, right? There are so many different retreats, different books that devotees try to help each other to improve our japa, our chanting. Because, you know, at the end of the day, that's the only way. That's the only way. You know the famous verse from Lord Chaitanya? Harinama, Harinama, Harinama eva kevalam, kalo nasteva, 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 gatiranyata. And that's the only way, that's the only way, that's the only way. Even though it's still difficult, even though we still, you know, keep trying, keep failing, but the fact that we are still here, the fact that there is still, many people join, many people, many people from other practices, those who practice yoga, how long they can do practice. Mind you, the yoga which is practiced in this day and age is nothing more than gymnastics, and Prabhupada said if a proper this yoga practice is focusing on the supreme, on the super soul. But how long they do? Prabhupada says, they go to a secluded place, they meditate for what, 3 days, 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 months, but as soon as they come out, they start smoking, right? But even though as a Bhakti yoga practice, there is still failures, there is still, obstacles, but gradually, we see in each of us, we see, some improvement, some advancement. If it wasn't happening, we wouldn't be here, right? We still have attachment to material things, but definitely, I can guarantee for all of us, there's less than before, right? 10 years ago, it was a lot more. And now, year by year, it gets less and less. Why? Because there is a replacement for it. It's not like, stop doing this, stop doing that, like the yogis do. For us, detachment is not the aim. The attachment to Krishna is the aim. So we're replacing attachment to Krishna, serving him, chanting his names, reading about him, speaking about him. These are all replacements of, okay, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. If it's always don't, it doesn't last long. For the yogis, it's always don't. But, for us, it's always replacements. And the best one is the Maha Mantra, chanting of the Maha Mantra, which you all know it. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And let's just, for our own confirmation, let's just go through it. What do you know? What does it mean? The Maha Mantra. Yes, that is, Prabhupada says, by chanting the Maha Mantra, we're asking Krishna how I can serve you. Yes? Well, I always thought that how Prabhupada translated this Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. How he translated as how I can serve you. And so there are three words repeated 16 times. Hare, Krishna, and Rama. Yes? Do you know the meaning of them? Hare? Do you know the meaning? It is Srimati Radharani. It is Krishna's internal energy, Srimati Radharani. Yes. And Krishna means? All attractive. Yes? So Krishna, if he's God, he's got to be all attractive. And Rama, do you know, who knows the meaning of Rama? All opulences, powerful. Any other meaning? Reservoir of all pleasure. Yes. So it's something that gives, we're all looking for happiness and joy, right? And whatever we try, with whatever we do, we want to be happy. But he says, connect with me because I am the source of all pleasure. and other opulences, of course. So yes, so Hari, Krishna, and Rama. So we're calling him. So we're shouting his name, Hari, Krishna, Rama. And what happens when we call his name? He comes. He's there. Just like us, when somebody calls your name, what do? You say, hey, who was it? Who called me? Yes, here I am. And then we normally ask, yeah, what do you want? You called me. What do you want? So Krishna is there, is present. And he says, okay, what do you want? And normally 2 answers are given. If someone calls you, and then you go and say, oh, okay, yes, you called me, what do you want? Normally they either want something from us, normally the case. Can I do this for me? Can I give me this? Like that. Or rarely they could say, what can I do for you? Yes? And even though Krishna is happy, we ask him something. He says, even if you want something, come to me. But imagine if your child calls your name and you go to your child, and instead of the child asks for something from you, imagine the child says, oh, Mom, Dad, what can I do for you? You don't need anything from the child. You don't want anything from the child. But the joy and happiness you feel when the child says, oh, what can I do for you? You think, oh, nothing, but thank you for asking. Yeah? So in this way, I understood that when we chant Maha Mantra, we're asking Krishna, how can I serve you? This is how it should be our mood. Still, as I said, he's okay if we're asking, if we want something from him. But if we chant in the mood that how I can serve you, then he will be really, really, really pleased. So, anything anybody wants to add? Please, yes.
In the mantra, there's 2 sets of phrases. You've got Hare Krishna and Hare Rama, and you've got Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, and Rama Rama. So you've got Radharani and Krishna together in Hare Krishna, and you've got Radha and Krishna in separation in Hare Hare and Krishna Krishna. And the same for Rama and Sita as well. So you're actually experiencing union them together and separation as well as you chant. It's in the mantra.
Wow, that was very interesting. Let me see if I understood you. You're saying that in the first part of the Maha Mantra is Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So Krishna and Radharani are together. And then we have Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. But there is Krishna by himself and Radharani by herself, right? So you're saying that in this way, we experience what?
You could do it as all the pastimes. So when they're together and when they're apart.
Oh, wow. You're saying that just in these 2 lines, we could actually envision, all pastimes of Krishna and Radharani when they were together and when they were separate. Okay, so Hari Rama, Hari Rama, Rama Rama, Hari Hari, that's also the same. Hari, Radharani with Rama, reservoir of all pleasure, which is Krishna, they are together, and then Hari Hari, Rama Rama, they are separate. Prabhupada said, read my books, discuss it among yourselves, see things from different angles of view, and just try to understand. He said, just try to understand. Even if imperfectly, you'll be liberated. So this way, we just, we are helping each other to understand things more and more, better and better, deeper and deeper. And in the very first of Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada tells us how we should study Bhagavad Gita. I finish by reading that sentence. He says, one should read Bhagavad Gita very scrutinizingly with the help of a person who is a devotee of Sri Krishna and try to understand it without personally motivated interpretation. So, whether Bhagavad Gita, Mahamantra, we just try to deepen and deepen our understanding of it. And thank you very much. And thank you everybody else. Bhagavad Gita ki jaya, Srila Prabhupada ki jaya.
Vipajaya Jaya Gaura Chande Artika Shobha Vipajaya Jaya Vipajaya Jaya Gaura Chande Aratika Shobha Jana Vidatavane Jagamana Lobha Janavitatavane Jagamana Lobha Taki Nitai Chan Mame Gadadara Advaita Shuni Vasa Chatradara Ekate Advaita Shuni Vasa Chatradara Posi Ache Gaurachan Ratna Simhasane Ache Gaurachan Posi Ache Gaurachan Ratna Simhasane Posi Arati Korena Brahma Adi Devagane Arati Korena Brahma Adi Devagane Narari Adi Kori Chamaradulaya Narari Narari Adi Kori Chamaradulaya Sanjaya Mukunda Vasudha Kosadigaya Sanjaya Mukunda Vasudha Kosadigaya Nitai Gora Haribo, 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 Nitai Gora Haribo, Nitai Gora Haribo, Sankha Bhaje Ganta Bhaje Bhaje Karatala 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 Madhura Midanga Bhaje Paramarasala Madhura Midanga Bhaje Paramarasala Bahu Koti Chandrajini Vadana Ujvala Bahu Koti Chandrajini Vadana Ujvala Bahu Koti Chandrajini Vadana Ujvala Bahu Koti Chandrajini Kala Dese Bala Mala Kore Jalamala Dese Bala Kore Jalamala Kala Dese Bala Mala Kore Jalamala Siva Sukala Radha Telegadaga Siva Sukala Radha Telegadaga Siva Sukala Radha Bhaktivedanta Gaura Rasabara Bhaktivedanta Gaura Rasabara Bhaktivedanta Gaura Rasabara Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arati Kashore Jaya Jaya Gaura Chande Arati Kashore Jala Vida Jaga Jaga Mana Loba Gorangera Roti Shoba Jaga Jaga Mana Loba Jaga Jaga Mana Loba Gorangera Roti Shoba Jaga Jaga Mana Loba Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Namah Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Nama Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nivishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nivishesha Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Gokula Nanda Radha Gokula Nanda Radha Gokula Nanda Shri Radhe Jaya Radha Gokula Nanda Radha Gokula Nanda Radha Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman Jaya Gauranitai 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 Jaya Gauranitai Jaya 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 Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda ki Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki Gaura Nitai ki Shri Nitai Gaura Brahmanande Hari Hari Bol
Yatta yatta yami tato narsinga. Ahe narsinga, hridaye narsinga. Ahe narsinga, hridaye narsinga. Narasimhamadim sharanam prapade. Narasimhamadim sharanam prapade. Tavakara kamalavaye nakam adbhuta shringam talita hiranyakashipu tanubringam keshavadrita narahari rupa jaya jagadisha Hare jaya jagadisha Hare jaya jagadisha Hare. Jaya Narsingade, Jaya Narsingade, Narsingade, Jaya Narsingade. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Bhakta Prahlad. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev, Jaya 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 Gurudev. Shri Nrsingadev Bhagavan ki jai. Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for everyone for coming for Gaurati. We have some Mahaprasadam next door, so help yourself. And the next darshan is at 9 o'clock. So if you're around, stick around, stay tuned. Hare Krishna.
So like the basic one.
What's the sort of basic? I know it all depends on the singer as well, isn't it? High pitch there,
Yeah.
isn't it?
So the key's always changing. Sometimes they have like a key changer in the harmonium, so you can just shift it until you find it. But yeah, I usually have to just find the note. So you sing like the Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
You're the prasad?
No man, we were doing the arti.
Oh, after. It's so
Oh, you guys have just come for the prasad?
Nah.
You cheeky,
I was sitting there. Yeah, we were here.
That is so cheeky.
I don't mind Jalisa. I don't mind whatever. I don't mind. If they let me do it, I'll do it.
Yeah, we should ask someone.
What, do they actually do? Jalisa at the temple?
What we should do is Hanuman Murti.
I've never seen Hanuman Jalisa do it at the Scottish temple.